Throw a stone, watch it skip across the surface of a pond. Blow over a cup of hot tea and watch the surface ripple. Speak a word, vibrate your vocal cords, send those vibrations out into the air around you, changing the vibration of the molecules in the air, coalescing with other vibrations, slowing, crystallizing, forming into matter. I speak into existence things. Abracadabra. Abracadabra. Why is Lady Gaga singing about abracadabra? Why is she performing in a very ritualistic, symbolic way, dressed in the colors associated with alchemy? Black, negro, yellow, citrine, red, rubio, white, albino. Alchemy is transformation from a lower state into a higher. It's used in the occult for magic. It's used to have the practitioner's will be done. Abracadabra is a tool for that because God has spoken all of this into existence. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God. Everything you see around you is the Word of God, including you, including me. And we are made in the image of our Creator who speaks things into existence. So therefore we speak things into existence. We are made to be an instrument, a vessel, a conduit for the Word of God. We are meant to submit and open up to the vibrations of the words of God and let those vibrations run into and through us and out into the world and do God's will. We are meant to have God's will be our own. To do that is to walk in truth, is to speak truth. To do abracadabra is to speak a lie. It is to speak the will of the small self, the ego. Why is this being introduced to the world, to mankind, after we've been lied to all this time about what we are, powerful creators? Why are we being told now, at this time in history, that we are powerful creators? Why? Because so many of us have fallen into and fallen in love with our egos. And now, when we speak in service of that. Abracadabra. I encountered Abraxas, the spirit of Abraxas, which is associated with abracadabra, this magic, in the desert of Arizona last summer. And he was hanging out, Abraxas, was hanging out with the likes of Baphomet and Moloch and Azazel in a satanic Masonic temple that I was led into unwittingly by a false prophet named Elijah. This really occurred. There was an altar to a demon that required child sacrifice. So that's what I know about Abraxas. Abraxas seems to be up to no good. Depending on what sources you read, you might read that Abraxas is the ultimate God that embraces all, or you might read that Abraxas is a demon. Well, considering he's hanging out with other demons in the desert, that's been my experience, that he's probably a demon. And the fact that he's being introduced to the world on such a grand scale through popular culture at a time when darkness is rising up in its death rattles, desperately trying to hold on to power, says to me, probably not a good character. Maybe don't do the abracadabra. Maybe realize that we have a small, limited mind that can only get us in trouble if we try to do its bidding. And that the way to the kingdom is submission, is surrender, is becoming that which we were meant to be and were made to be, which is a conduit of the Word of God. You have free will. Your choices are speak the truth or speak a lie, abracadabra. I'll put the link in the description for the temple that I'm talking about, the place that I'm talking about in the desert. It's real. It really happened. There was a child there, a 5-year-old child, being abused by a group of people, occults in the desert, who are worshiping the likes of Azazel, Baphomet, Moloch. And Abraxas was there too, and words were used against me. But I'm walking with Christ, and Christ sent me there to help liberate, to help shine light upon what was happening to that child. I had no fear because I have submitted. The darkness is doing everything it can to keep a grip on this world. And if you don't submit to the light of God, it can get very chaotic and confusing and very scary. Abracadabra, no. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. I submit to that.